Alright, I want to do this quick video. So it's been a while since I've done a video about this. So CM Punk. So CM Punk never want to work Collision. He never wanted to work Saturday nights. You probably say, well, Johnson, where you get this information from? Let me tell you something. If you're a star caliber of CM Punk and you've done everything, you except main event WrestleMania, which he's told us multiple times, which you kind of headlined WrestleMania a couple times with the Undertaker. You done this, you done that. You've been in multiple WrestleManias. You made event of Raws. You made event SmackDowns. You held multiple world titles, and you went to AEW. You kind of gave him one of their bigger buy rates. You done so good for the company. Then you have a fight, a fight. Again, we don't know the situations, but a lot of pointing at the Young Bucks going to the locker room, which is their fault for doing that. Let me put that out there. Regardless of what Punk said, they should have been professional and said, you know what, let's not go in here. He's pissed off. Let's wait. Three idiots went in there with the lawyer, so they kind of knew what they were trying to fucking do. It is what it is. You come back, and the first thing your boss tells you, well, I want you to go to Collision because you'll draw in the ratings. You're like, the fuck? And the Collision is not on a Friday night. It's not on another Wednesday. It's not on a Monday night. It's not on a Thursday night. It's on a Saturday night. Your caliber of a superstar you are, is relegated to a Saturday night. Not even a Saturday night main event, but a Collision Saturday night. So you're like, are you fucking with me? So that's going through Punk's head. And he probably was told him, we'll pay you XYZ. And Punk said, all right, I'll do it. Knowing in the back of his head that, one, Tony Khan should have had Punk, the Elite, in the room with Jericho or John Moxley, all there to clean this shit out, which he did not try to do. Tony Khan did not do. So that's on him and his incompetence. But you tell this man to go on Saturday. So you pretty much punish him, but not the Bucks. And if you notice, ever since Punk has not been advertised, well, wasn't advertised on Dynamite or never came back to Dynamite in his full throttle, they never got to 1 million views. He probably said, well, Johnson, they got 1 million views last year. Yes, because they still thought Punk was coming back to Dynamite. Or they still thought it was a work. It's not a work anymore. So he was pissed off about that. I would. I've done this, I've done that, I've done XYZ, and I brought you in money, but you want to listen to the wannabe rockers, the wannabe Hardy Boys, who can't draw a fucking dime. And yes, they don't draw a fucking dime. Kenny Omega, that's debatable, but he sells t-shirts. The Bucks today do not make the same bucks they did 3 years ago. The Bucks today can't lace CM Punk's boots. The Bucks today, let's say this. Let's say WWE offered Kenny Omega and the Bucks a contract. You know what's going to happen to Kenny Omega? He's going to be like an AJ Styles, go upward, and the Bucks going to stay in the middle. You know why? That's what they do with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Same thing. But they were getting paid, though, but they weren't on that level as Kenny Omega. The Bucks want money that they are some type of guys. You don't draw a dime. When you come out there, nobody listens to your fucking ass. Your ratings are proven. Even Kenny ratings are down. Like he's down than he was a couple years ago. But there's still value with Kenny Omega. I could put Kenny Omega in a match with Omos, and Omos will have one of his greatest matches because Kenny Omega knows how to work every style. There's some value into Kenny Omega, not the Bucks. They work one fucking style, and it's boring, and it's bland, and it's generic, and it's not over. Point blank in a story. So they'll be probably up there. You hate the Bucks. You're goddamn right. Because Tony Khan listens to two fools who can't draw a dime. And Tony Khan's starting to realize, too, that he made the wrong fucking choice. But that's Tony Khan's fault. Anyway, back to this. Did you really think, if you were that superstar caliber at CM Punk, did you really want to sit there and work a Saturday? Punk did his job. He got people talking about Collision. He got eyes back on wrestling. You have even the naysayers like a Jim Cornette, a Vince Russo, a fucking Eric Bischoff said that's the best show. Collision was the best show. Look at it now. You were told that Bryan Danielson was going to take the plate. He's injured again. You had Adam Coleman coming on the show. He can't draw a fucking dime. Edge. The only person who's saving that show is Christian Cage. But Christian can do so much when he doesn't have that much to work with. Then you go to the announce team. You got 4 motherfucking announcers on that motherfucker. What happened to Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness? Or what happened to Ian and Nigel McGuinness? People actually were saying we like Collision because you only have two announcers. This dumbass idiot, coke-headed Tony fucking Khan puts 4 fucking announcers on there. Why the fuck would you do that, bruh? When you don't listen to your fan base. And that's why you losing the ratings. And that's why you lost at NXT weeks ago. Because you listen to an audience of 1. You're no different from Vince McMahon. Jason Solomonster needs to bring that back and use it to Tony Khan. You had a dream match on fucking Collision. MJF versus Kenny Omega. You don't build that up worth a damn. Why the fuck you didn't build that up? That's a storyline of its fucking self. What is wrong with you, bruh? And you wonder why people are turning away. Your incompetent booking. CM Punk, him getting fired was the best thing for him. If he would have left on his own accord, it was not. When Punk lay it down, and I mean when he layeth the promo down on their asses, I cannot wait. This company is ass backwards. I said it. People on the other podcasts are saying it. Ever since Cody Rhodes left the company went to a downward motherfucking spiral. Cody did a lot for that backstage. I didn't think he did, but the way the company has went since he went to WWE, you can tell that he kept the glue together. He was the bridge to management, but he knew how to handle the situation because he's been to that environment. Punk is the same way. He been to that environment. He knows. But he kept probably Punk in line too. But Tony Khan thought, well, I got CM Punk. I got this. I don't need Cody Rhodes. Ever since Cody Rhodes left, AEW's been cold. Not ice cold, but cold. WWE had one of the best WrestleMania in years. People are calling it a renaissance to WWE right now. Yes, even though Triple H took power, the company's still in the shits. It was just they actually listened to the fan base and they gave you structure and storylines. Where AEW does not do that. Like Punk says, tell me when I'm telling lies. Exactly. I put the GIF up here for a fucking reason. But Punk didn't want to work Collision. I wouldn't. You're relegating me to Saturday nights? But if you notice, if the rumors are true, if Ace Steel and Punk were running that show, which I kind of have a feeling they were, it's a night and day difference. Tony Khan doesn't know how to run Collision, not how Punk was doing it. Why would you put 4 announcers on there when the 2x2 play-by worked? It works! Collision was the best show on weekly television. And you fucked it up. Follow the Punk formula. But see, the Young Bucks wanted that anyway. The Bucks wanted Punk to be gone because they heard the rumblings what he was doing. Punk knows how to run a wrestling company. Well, he knows how to book it. Because I can tell you right now, Stephen Wonder Blonde ass can book better what Tony Khan's fucking doing. All Tony Khan's doing is book a journey of wrestling. If y'all ever play that game, it's a GMO book online because I still have it on my phone. I play it from time to time. And you have multiple storylines going on. That's what he's doing it. Yet there's a computer that does the same thing when I go against it. It gets his ass whooped. Because you can't run 3 or 4 storylines with the same goddamn person. That proves that you have no stars. You have multiple storylines with 5 different people. You got stars. But that's easy booking, though. I would have MJF in 5 storylines. I have MJF in motherfucking 1 storyline, and it would have been against Kenny Omega versus MJF before those days would have got. I would have had a build up to the Dynamite, or would have had a build up to Collision. But they didn't do that. You have Samoa Joe lose. You have Samoa Joe lose to MJF. Cleanly, my at you. But it is what it is. I just want to give you my 2 cents on it because a lot of people ask me why Punk left. Oh, why Punk? No, not why Punk left, but why people, why. The question I saw was, Was CM Punk happy at Collision? No, he wasn't. You relegated this man of his caliber to a Saturday night, but not the Bucks. That's where he got pissed off at. That's probably why he wanted to leave. Because I've done so much for the company, you gonna do that to me? So, it is what it is. As always, guys, like and subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson. Tell me what you guys think about this.